Good evening. Towns and villages across the south fell silent this morning to remember those who've sacrificed their lives while serving our country. In Aldershot, serving soldiers took part in a parade and also remembered 2 teenagers who were killed while out running this week. And in Winchester, over 1,000 people gathered at the War Memorial in the city to pay their respects. Sally Simmons reports.
Shot, shelled, captured, escaped and blown up. But 95-year-old Vincent Horton was at Winchester today to honour the fallen.
I always remember those poor devils that not made it. I did. I only lost my legs, not my life. That's it. So I'm here to remember them. And I will always remember them.
It's about remembering those who fought and died in the war.
We all share the same history. The young ones have still to learn what that means exactly, but I think they can grasp the significance and the seriousness of the event.
Almighty God, watch over all who have gathered here today.
At Aldershot, home of the British Army, where remembrance is always poignant. Today, a tribute to the 2 young athletes, Lucy Piggott and Stacey Burrows, who lost their lives last Tuesday.
Our thoughts are, with the families of Lucy and Stacey following the recent incident happened on the garrison. The military and civil community of Aldershot are very much united in their grief for the families at this time.
At the War Memorial in Brighton's Old Steine, at Portsmouth Guildhall, and across the south, thoughts and prayers to all of those who sacrificed themselves for us. Sally Simmons, ITV News.
In other news, firefighters had to rescue 2 people trapped in a car in Abingdon last night after it collided with another vehicle on the A34. It had rolled down an embankment, becoming wedged on its side against a tree. Both drivers were seriously injured. A man from Crawley's been jailed for 4.5 years for sexual offences involving young girls. Andrew Ward groomed 2 girls aged 11. He's been registered as a sex offender for life. It's almost 10 years to the day since Ricky Perrin from Sussex fell while working as a window cleaner. He was left paralysed, but he's carved out a new life for himself, as Malcolm Shaw reports.
Forget the Great British Bake Off, this is the Great British Bark Off, a series of challenges for owners and their pets like this, who can have their cake and eat it the quickest. The charity event at House of Hugo in Shoreham was organised by Ricky Perrin. He was left partly paralysed when he fell while working as a window cleaner. That was a decade ago, almost to the day.
I would never have done anything for charity 10 years ago. And now, 10 years later, this is the 3rd massive event here. We've done other stuff for charity, given stuff back to the community. Just having an injury like I did 10 years ago, you can either let it destroy your life or you can do something with it and try and make you help other people.
ITV Meridian first met Ricky Perrin in 2007 when he was undergoing rehabilitation at Stoke Mandeville Hospital. He deeply impressed staff there with his determination to overcome his disability. That commitment just as strong today.
He's taken his disability on board, completely life-changing disability, and he's turned it around and turned it into a positive. And I think he's a brilliant example of a human being and what you can do with your life regardless of any disability.
As well as being a fun place for dogs to socialise, House of Hugo offers medical treatments like this hydrotherapy pool. Today's event was raising money for the Dogs Trust, a charity close to Ricky's heart. He has his own assistance dog at home, helping him live life to the full. Malcolm Shaw, ITV News, Shoreham.
Well, let's have a look at the weather forecast now. Here's Philippa.
From puddles to paddling, driving through Europe. Eurotunnel the Shuttle sponsors ITV Meridian weather.
Hello there. Well, it's certainly been a fairly quiet end to the weekend weather-wise. A lot of dry and bright weather across the region, but for the next 24 hours, more in the way of cloud coming our way, some patchy rain and drizzle at times too. But on the plus side, it will be fairly mild. So this is the current situation. Outbreaks of rain affecting northern and western parts of the UK. Over the next 24 hours or so, bands of rain and drizzle will work their way steadily south and eastwards across our part of the world, but all fairly insignificant. And that's certainly going to be the case overnight tonight. So a lot of dry weather, but a fair amount of cloud as well. And then during the second half of the night, just some patchy outbreaks of rain or drizzle drifting in from the northwest. Underneath all the cloud, it should be frost-free for all of us. Temperatures generally no lower than around 5 or 6 degrees. So tomorrow morning, a pretty cloudy start, perhaps some outbreaks of rain or drizzle here and there, but that generally clearing away southeastwards. And for the rest of the day, a largely dry picture, but still rather cloudy. Do make the most of any bright or sunny spells where you see them. Despite that, a mild day, temperatures just nudging into the low teens for some. For Tuesday, cloudy and rather damp, but from midweek onwards, a change to sunshine and showers. Bye-bye.
Eurotunnel the Shuttle sponsors ITV Meridian Weather.
Thanks, Philippa. That's it from the weekend team. We'll be back with Good Morning Britain tomorrow morning from 6 a.m, so join Amanda if you can. From all of us here, though, have a very good evening. Bye-bye.